And there it is. It is a done deal. Arsenal have officially signed. And that Arsenal were really impressed by what I was saying before, that he only wanted to join Arsenal. And he had subsequent conversations with the manager, Mikel Arteta, and the sporting director, Edu.
How rare is that at that age for a player like him?
That's what we love about him. You know that he's willing to take the initiative to make things happen. He's very aggressive when he's got the ball, and so confident, because you don't do that. Because before that he had another action, very similar one. He made the right choice. He went for it. He's a player that has the capacity to finish from every angle, basically, and it was a very important goal. You know that I never comment about other opinions.
But in terms of, I mean, when a referee's getting death threats from people, I mean, that's...
Dan, can I just step in? We did talk about this on Tuesday ahead of the game and around the game, so it has been covered by Mikel. So if we could move on, that'd be great. Thanks.
So just fine.
But I'm full sympathy, because I've been there, and I'm there every time we don't win a game. So I know what I'm talking about. I know how it feels, and I know how much it affects you. So full sympathy. I think I was very clear on my press conference before Girona, but I reiterated that this has to be kicked off of football. So the biggest evolution of football in the next 5-10 years is that socially we bring the game to a different level in the perception and the way socially you communicate towards the people who are participating in the industry.
Just probably, forgive me for one last question on a purely factual thing. You've seen, obviously, some Arsenal fans talk about corruption and conspiracy. Can you just clear up what your feelings are? Do you feel that Arsenal are refereed in the same way as everybody else?
For sure. I mean, and we all have to expect that. But that doesn't mean that we don't have to defend our position or give our views in a respectful way, which is what we do it, or with the right channels and the right communication, with the PGMOL or someone individual or the Premier League, and that will continue to go both, because a lot of times as well that communication has been there to give very positive feedback, or about things that we can change to make it better, and that has happened. There have been a few changes that I make that have been proposed in the Premier League managers or with the Premier League, with the PGMOL, so it's always very constructive what we are trying to achieve here.
Okay, Ryan?
Mikel, obviously it's good for you when City don't win, but is there an element of you that's been able to feel sorry for Pep and empathy for Pep during the struggles that City endured over the last couple of months?
I think we all have it for each other, not only with Pep. With Pep is obviously very special because how I feel about him, but with any other colleague, because we know how different our life is when you win and when you don't, doing exactly the same. So I think we all share that sympathy between us.
And you mentioned that you forget about things like what Haaland said to you after the game. Do you think your players will forget about those kind of things? Obviously, Haaland threw the ball to Gabriel's head as well. They've had quite a good few physical battles. Do you think your players will have that in the back of their minds, or do you think that's put to bed?
I really hope so. I think because I think holding anything negative emotionally there, I mean, doesn't help. It's part of the competition. It's part of the game, and let's leave it there and let's play a good football match, which is what people want to watch.
And you've been quite clear throughout this press conference and in recent times about your desire to strengthen the squad. Can that have a positive impact on your players, because they know, if the club are potentially bringing someone in, there could be an increase in performance levels?
Yes, but that will be if they feel in there that someone is coming that is really going to help them. That one is powerful. A body, no.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So taking you back to the game in September, when you came away with the draw, what was at the time you might have felt this is a really good point because we were 10 men, but then did you have a bit of sort of regret perhaps in the days after that was a kind of missed opportunity?
I had it straight away, because I saw the players and how they were fighting and how difficult it was, and it goes against what we want to do as well, and we have to defend for a long time with some men near our box, and watching them suffering, I want to get that reward, and it was basically for them because I know what they did was very special, and at the end didn't get the reward that we were waiting for.
Did they feel the same way?
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And again, obviously at that point, no one knew that City were going to have the kind of disruptive season that they've had, or perhaps the slump they've had. Does it feel that perhaps you could have put more pressure on them since, in that sort of more pressure at the top since? Where do you think you've kind of missed out apart from the consistency? Where's What's been missing for you?
Well, first of all, obviously there are 4 games that we play with 10 men. I think 17% of the minutes in this league we've been with 10 men. So normally with those numbers, you are out of the title race, probably out of the Champions League.
And finally, we go to Isam.
Hi, Mikhail.